It's Cooper here, back in the Sony booth. We're here with Chris, who's one of the associate producer on Gran Turismo 5. He's been working on it for quite some time, but we finally got the release date, the beginning of E3. It's November 2nd. November 2nd, and we're going to end up playing with how many cars-ish?
We've got close to like 1,000 cars.
All licensed?
All licensed, all realistic cars. Oh, actually, let me rephrase that. They're all realistic, and then there's a few in there like this. Actually, that is actually a real car, I guess, now that is the GT by Citroën. Started off as a prototype car that was developed by Polyphony in conjunction with Citroën, and it got actually built to a real car. So I guess, yeah, all real cars.
Pretty much all real. Yeah, there was I mean, it went through like every kind of car type. You know, it's the standard cars you may see on the road, the high-end souped-up things, and then you guys had NASCAR-looking things, or were those rally? I wasn't sure.
So we have NASCAR, we have rally, we have JGTC, a Japanese racing series, because Gran Turismo has always been about like introducing people to different racing disciplines, and what better discipline to share from America than NASCAR? I mean, that is the true blood of racing culture here in the U.S. And the kind of cool part about it is that we're looking to educate a lot of people about NASCAR.
I mean, you guys go the extra mile. You actually get out there and race the vehicles you're putting in the game.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things like you want to walk the walk, you want to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk, basically, you know. So I have a brand new appreciation for that sport, being able to drive that fast, so close to the person in front of you and another person right next to you, and sometimes
just nick each other.
Someone like next to each other. It is seriously like 120, 140 miles per hour. It's so nerve-wracking. Like, so, you know, NASCAR, so you have that. We have WRC, which, you know, this is the European rally series, and the JGTC, the Japanese touring car series. A lot of people, you know, you never get to a chance to watch rally, but at least you get to play it, or you never really get to watch the JGTC series, but at least you get to play it. It's just us being able to share so much gaming and racing culture worldwide with all our users.
So about how many levels do we think we're going to have? Because they're all over the world, first of all, and varying in difficulties, of course. But do we know about how many we're going to get?
We haven't really announced that just yet, but again, November 2nd is our launch date, so there's going to be a lot of news coming your way from now to that date.
So we also have some other thing. Gran Turismo 5 is actually going to be 3D. So it's going to use the polarized glass technology, and also there's head tracking. Is the head tracking stuff only in the 3D version?
So it's not, but what we're showing here today, how it syncs up with the Sony Bravia is the shutter technology. We're not using the polarized lenses.
Oh, okay.
But it does work in other 3D TVs, but obviously because we're a Sony brand and we're so closely aligned with Sony Electronics, and Gran Turismo really is the flagship title for PlayStation, we've been in constant communication with the Bravia team to make sure that the high quality and the quality of image that's so pristine on the Bravias, we're able to meet that with our own level of high definition graphics, both in 2D and in 3D. And now, as far as the head tracking goes, the head tracking is actually for both. If you want to play in just a regular high definition 2D, you can do the head tracking, or if you want to really get the full experience and feel like the car really is wrapped around you, you can use it with 3D. Basically what it does, it's taking a live feed of what your head is doing at that moment in time. And so once you enter into cockpit mode, it's going to mimic exactly what you're doing on the screen in-game. So sitting there like with your rally car, driving on the street, and then like you turn your head, it turns with you, turn this way, it turns with you, so you're able to see like what's going on around.
Look into your corners and stuff too.
Exactly, like look at the apex and try to hit the apex. And some people are wondering, like, why would you do that? Like, it's kind of not really that useful. But the thing is that we've always made sure that Gran Turismo has features that can be taken out into real-world experience.
It's a small addition, but it's like that one little bit of extra polish and fine-tuning that just makes it that more realistic, because that's what Gran Turismo is about. It's just you guys being that nitpicky about every little thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is just the next step, being able to actually turn your head and have it happen.
Yeah, and that's actually, that comes from racing theory. When you go out on track, which we all do in the team, everyone's constantly going to go-karting, going out to a track. What you do is, the first lesson they teach you is like when there's a turn that's coming up, look at the apex and like just tilt your head as you're going with it. So your body has a natural reaction to like go in the direction that your head's turning towards. So that's what you do with the car.
You're pulling the wheel in the car as an extension.
And so that's something that our users are going to get to experience when they use the head tracking system. And then if they want to, they can go out on the track themselves and already have that knowledge ingrained within.
And that's just using the iToy, the head tracking, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's not like something completely new you have to buy. You still use it for everything else.
Everything is, you know, the steering wheel, the camera, the glass, everything is going to be out in the market.
Fantastic. So Gran Turismo 5 finally coming out in November. We can't wait. We got thousands of cars to play with, or at least 1,000, and unknown number of tracks, but we'll find that out soon enough. Yeah. Thanks so much, Chris.